We just did cosine law where we're solving for a side. In this question, they've called this angle theta. We're looking for theta, or also known as angle B here. Now, because we've only gone through one style of equation for cosine law, we need to rename it so that that side is considered what? C. We want to rename it so it's C. So we're literally just going to erase what they had here and rename it. We can always rename the triangle as long as we put opposite sides and angles. Thank you. So, if this is going to be C, that means this side needs to be C. And then again, the A and B aren't as important, so we'll call this angle A, side A, angle B, side B. Okay? We're going to plug our information into this equation now. So, side C in this one happens to be 5.3. So we're actually going to replace side C with 5.3 squared is equal to side A was 5.5 and side B was 5 minus 2 times 5.5 times 5. But our cos C is still C. We don't know the angle. That's what we're trying to isolate in this question. So we're going to go through bed mass. 5.3. Oh, I need to bring that calculator back. Okay, so we have 5.3 squared, 28.9, is equal to 5.5 squared. Wrong thing. 5.5 squared, 3025. Anyone know what 5 squared is? 25. Oh, you guys are so smart. Okay. Then this is, think of it again as if it was a negative 2. Negative 2 times 5. Negative 10 times 5.5. Come on, you don't know those quick tricks? It's negative 55. Just move that decimal over. Okay? So, we have this here. The goal is to isolate the C. Now, remember what I talked about? This is technically, think of it like negative 55 times cos C. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the 20.25, move it to the other side, and the positive 25 and move that to the other side. So it's going to read 28.09 is equal to, subtract, because when 30 moves over it becomes a negative, and subtract 25 because it was positive on one side, so when it moves over it becomes a negative, is equal to negative 55 cos C. Do not move that negative 50 side over until we equate this. Okay? So, 28.09. Subtract 30.25. Subtract 25. Negative 27.16. So we have negative 27.16 is equal to negative 55 cos C. We're trying to isolate C. So because this is negative 55 times cos C, how do I move 55 over? I got to divide by negative 55. Okay? That will mean we'll have cos C on one side by itself, and this divided by negative 55.49381. 0.49381. Now, in the last two examples, we never went through solving an angle. So, in order to solve this angle here, I still need to isolate C by itself. In other words, this cos, because it's a formula, has to come to the other side. Okay? That C is a number that we put into a cos formula. To move cos to the other side, do you know what you push on your calculator? What does it become? The second function. It's called cos inverse. So what's going to happen is, think of it like we're moving cos over, and it becomes cos inverse. That's supposed to be to negative power of negative 1. Okay. 0.49381 is equal to angle C. Okay, so we have to make sure we get our inverse in there. So we'll put this number in. Do I have a second function in here? Where? Oh, good for you guys. Excellent. Okay, so here's our cos inverse to that number, 60.4. So our angle is 60.4 degrees. degrees. Great. That's all of the steps. So you only need to remember one formula. You just have to know how to manipulate it properly for these questions. Okay?